So I've been in the van quite a bit lately, and some of my favorite memories, like already, I know it's gonna be like for life, but it was just a couple of months ago where I went camping with, I don't know, like 12 people-ish or so, and basically for a handful of days my morning routine consisted of waking up at like 6 a.m. at the campsite, practicing my violin, and then waiting until I heard
Try down that song.
Where are we going?
We don't that song.
Okay, let's do it. Let me start by explaining the van window situation real quick.
So we locked ourselves out of the car, but we found a way in. It's a little messy.
And then on another trip, I accidentally locked the keys in the car. It wasn't like our first instinct to bash the window open or anything like that. For context, we were about 20-ish or so miles into the middle of nowhere on a pretty rough road, and it just seemed like a good idea to at least attempt to, like, you know, get in and get the keys and everything before we tried to come up with some other solution. However, as we were trying to pry the window open due to the tension, it just, yeah, it shattered. So that's what's going on with that. Luckily, there were some really nice people at the trailhead where we were that gave me a tarp. So that's what's going on with that. The aftermath of our hard work. It looks good. Yeah. It's fine. Oh man. Here she comes. It's sunny over there though. Beautiful scenery. Beautiful house. Beautiful storm a-coming. Oh, I just felt a raindrop. Yeah. Oh, look at over there. That's exciting. Okay, now let me back up a little bit and say, hey, hi, how are y'all? I know it's been a while since I've posted anything, pretty much about a year, if not a little bit longer. Originally, I was just gonna take a social media break for a week, and then, well, we all can kind of see how that went. 1 week turned to 2, turned to 3, and then I just wasn't sure if I was going to go back to making YouTube videos, and if I was, I didn't know when. And so because I didn't really know what was going on, I didn't know what to say. So I apologize for that, my bad. It was a little weird, you know, that I just kind of dropped off the face of the earth. If that happens again, next time I'll just say that. I'll say that I don't know what to say. And then to catch you guys up to speed, for like the present moment, I have been doing the van thing part-time. I've posted up at a house. I didn't buy a house or anything, but yeah, I've been doing it part-time. I've taken some trips solo, some not. It's actually been, have I said actually too much? I don't know, but I'm gonna keep going. It's been great. It's been really great. I love having that dynamic so far. And as a matter of fact, in the next couple of days, I am going to be going on a road trip with my friend that's about like, I want to say almost like 3,000 miles round trip. It's going to be kind of crazy because we have like just a certain amount of time to do it, but it's going to be really fun. And I mean, I'm excited about it anyway. And so yeah, the past couple of days, I've just been getting ready for that. So one of the things in reference to getting the van ready that I've done is my friend Christopher actually helped me with changing out the speakers to the van. So the passenger side speaker hasn't worked probably for like a year or so, but I've just been really lazy, not want to deal with it. It's fine, like it's whatever. I mean, I sit on the driver's side most of the time anyway, so whatever. What is this called again?
A cotter pin. C-O-T-T.
Cool, that was easy.
Oh, nice.
C-O-T-T?
Yeah.
I would have guessed D.
Yeah, that's alright. That's what I spelled it.
Sweet. Door panel off. However, there was like a really big rainstorm that happened, and then the other speaker, the driver's side speaker, went out, and I was like, whoa, no, can't have that. Like, what do you mean, no music at all? Unacceptable. It's the old speaker. Here's the new one. See if it solves the problem. So he was really nice, and he did one door, I did the other. I had already had the extra speaker parts from parting out a different van at some point in the past. So that was fairly easy. You just had to actually do it. So we did that. All right, let's see if the speaker works.
Did you wire it up?
Yeah. It does. Cool. Speaker on. Door panel. There we go. I'm gonna break something. There we go.
Nice. Didn't catch it. That's trippy. Yeah, like once you turn it on,
Oh,
that
cool.
kind of pops. Alright, you want to test the speakers again?
Yeah. I'm so happy. I haven't had sound in this door in like forever. Sweet. Thanks.
Good job.
Besides that, the only real things I've been doing to the van is kind of taking everything out, cleaning it, cleaning all the individual pieces and parts that need to be in here. Nothing super crazy, just your basic cleaning house type of tasks. And I did kind of just want to circle back to the point of me doing the van thing part-time and touch a little bit more on kind of why that's happening or why I chose to do that. I mean, I think fundamentally it just is kind of a fact that there are good things about living in a house and there are good things about living in a van. Well, actually I shouldn't even say fundamentally a fact, because some people might disagree with that one, that there's good things about living in a van. But to me, I think there are good things about living in a house, and then there are good things about living in a van. And I actually, I've been doing the part-time van thing for the past 3 months or so, but prior to that, for a stint of about 6 or so months, I had decided that I wasn't going to do the van thing anymore, like at all. So I moved into a, depends on where you're from, what they're called, but a mother-in-law suite, a granny flat, you know, those like smaller houses that people just build in their backyard or the side of their house and rent it out, but it's like got all your basics. That was actually kind of nice, because going from the van to something that was still very small was, I don't want to say it was an easy transition, because to be frank, it wasn't for me. There's like too much space, kind of freaked me out. But I think it was better that it was small versus, you know, just some big house or an apartment all to myself or something like that. So I did that for like 6 months, and like I said, I had kind of resigned to the fact that I wasn't going to do any van stuff anymore. So I actually tried to sell my van and I was gonna kind of part some of it out, so I ended up selling my fridge. It used to be right here. I know some people are gonna be like, wait, I thought you had a fridge, especially in like future videos I'm using like a cooler and stuff. It is because I sold my fridge. And then I think that's what made it like very real. I was like, my fridge is gone, things are different, I don't know if I like this. So basically it was around that point, not because I sold the fridge, but I think that just like, you know, helped my thought process along, where I was like, dude, you know, I don't know, like I tried house life and I'm not ready yet. Like, I know that sounds crazy, but I'm like, dude, I'm not ready for this. You know, I kind of thought like, okay, don't be dramatic, like it's okay, just stay in the house and go off in the van sometimes, you know, just sometimes. Well, I tried that, and honestly, when the dynamic was mostly house and like sometimes van, I didn't really like that either. It just, I don't know, I could spend forever talking about that, but essentially I'm trying to just give you this in a nutshell, which I think I'm already talking too much anyways. So I realized that that wasn't really gonna work for me, so I decided to just flip it. I was like, let's do a lot of van, a little bit of house, you know, maybe that'll work. So I ended up leaving the space that I was living in, I actually ended up back in the van full-time for a hot second, and that's like some of the trips you saw like from the beginning of the video. And then after that, I was like, all right, let me post up in a house and get situated in a place that will really kind of provide the things that I want out of this you know, synergistic relationship of house van life type deal. And so for me, a lot of the things that I was looking for is, and I'm not going to cover like the basics, I think those go without saying, but for me as a person, what I was particularly looking for was just, I wanted to be able to live somewhere that was relatively close to climbing so that I could go outdoors whenever I wanted to. I also wanted the house aspect because it's a bit easier, in my opinion, to kind of train for climbing and work out and do all of that. And then also on top of that, having that, being able to have somewhere to have some downtime actually has freed up my travel plans quite a bit and made them a little more easygoing in a way, because I can have some downtime at a house and then I can really kind of plan out these bigger, longer, more in-depth, thorough trips. Like my itineraries are better. I have, you know, just, I don't know if that makes sense, but for me it's been working in that fashion. And then I've been able to make some friends like in the area who've been really helpful as far as whether it be van stuff, climbing stuff, hanging out stuff, whatever. So it's just been cool. It's been different and it's been really, really nice.
Trust exercise.
So you want me to stand on this?
So yeah, so stand on the chair. All right, so right now. All right.
Now what?
Jump off.
Like how?
Just walk over the chair.
What?
Just walk over the chair. No, don't grab on anything. You're on belay.
Okay.
Hang in the air. Trust me. So now you're on top rope, and if you want to rest, you just say take, and I take like this.
So that is my plan now. For a bit, I will do part-time van life, and after the season is over, I'll kind of decide if I want to continue part-time or if I want to go back to full-time, or I don't know. Yeah, just make some really good memories in the van and have a good time. So that is, like I said, that's my plan. What's this fun?
No, rappelling is a ton of fun.
That's exciting.
If it goes for the shorter Shindex.
You think it goes in socks?
I think so. Maybe not. You probably want the rubber on your feet.
Or
Probably
at
goes.
least barefoot would probably be better than socks.
Yeah.
Come on.
You want something to wipe off of. So smooth.
Nice girl, come on.
That's it. Yeah, really good.
Doing great.
Nice. Tight. Come on. That's it. Come on, stay tight.
You got it. You got it.
It's okay.
Next one's good.
Next one's good.
Nice.
Nice.
Yep.
That heel up. Ah.
Doesn't matter. That was progress.
I actually forgot if the next one was good or not, but I thought it might help.
It's good.
Yeah.
Oh yeah,
That's what
this happened.
That's scary.
That's like in the. Is that on the same level as Bushmaster, or is that?
It's just above it.
But that one's, I feel like,
But this
going
is
out
actually
of
an easier D4.
use.
Sorry, it's in my mouth.
Like, if you were to be like, que pasa, way, it's kind of like, what's up?
But cool.
What kind of bug is that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Obviously, I learned all my Spanish from Waco.
That should be like a dialect of Spanish.
The wake up.
Yeah.
The wake up.
Venga, aire, que pasa, way, Simón.
Si se
Yeah.
puede. Waco.
Oh,
Waco.
Waco for sure.
Waco Tenko.